Last 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, masters. Whenever you are ready, please open your hands and place on your eyes. Okay, masters. Thank you all for this wonderful meditation. Welcome all of you, my dear friends, my dear masters, my dear gods. Thanks to our Guru, Brahmashi Pitama Patriji. Thanks to our Guru, Master Tarkam Sarayadarian. Thanks to all the masters, whoever is helping us with all the wisdom. And thanks to all the masters for joining all these sessions. Thank you, thank you, thank you all. So welcome to the 29th day of Karma Consciousness, Season 2. So 2 more days to go, masters. Let us learn more. Let me share my screen. Okay, masters. So we are learning about resurrection. So we are hearing this word initiation, right? So there are total 7 initiations. So we have different planes, different levels, right? So whenever we transcend each and every layer, each and every plane, we ascend to the next level, next initiation. So when we take birth initially here, we associate ourselves with the physical body, right? So it takes lot of time, lot of effort for us to understand that we are not just bodies. We have body, but we are not body. Because so long we are into this materialistic world, and we were trained to believe that we are the body. We are just this physical body, nothing else. So transcending all these limitations, whatever we have set for ourselves, that is when we cross one by one layer to the next layer. So we need to cross each and every layer, each and every plane, masters. The first step is to identify ourselves as soul, not body. Understanding that we are not just bodies. So that is the first step, transcending this physical body. So there is much more to understand. There is much more to learn. There is much more to be aware of things. So first initiation is a great advancement on the path of resurrection. This is the moment a person feels he is the spark and not the body. So we are all the specks of the same universal consciousness, the same source. So that is the first initiation. That is the first step. Then that we take our initiation, transcending our body, taking steps towards reaching to the next level by putting conscious efforts, by bringing more and more awareness, more and more clarity, and moving towards righteous ways, righteous thinking, righteous actions. So the physical body, when we transcend it, when we start transcending it, we are entered into the first initiation. So the second one is our emotions, feelings, very dense layer. So this is where most of our lives, we stuck in this layer because we don't have a righteous understanding. We don't have the righteous guidance. We don't have the righteous information. We don't have the righteous experience. And our ability to learn, that also matters a lot. Our willingness. Because as we are already learning, we stick to some things which we don't want. Because we are very much familiar with what we know, what we are aware of, rather than going into the unknown. So in the teaching, it is said that the second initiation is basically the purification of the emotional body. But it is more accurately a purification of all three vehicles: physical, emotional, and mental. Because emotional, mental, both seems to be different, but they are connected. In fact, everything is connected, but they are much more connected each other. So our emotions affects our mental body, and our mental body affects our emotions, affects the physical body as well. So when we take steps towards moving to the righteous path, and when we start cleansing ourselves, purifying ourselves, becoming more and more purer, moving away from the wrong to the right, from the darkness to the light, that is when, and when we transcend our emotions, when we start transcending our feelings, transcending our emotions, so we have to understand we are not physical body. So you crossed one level. But again, you are associating yourself with your feelings, with your emotions. All your pain, all your suffering, all your temptations, all the pride, ego, jealousy. So we are stuck with them again. We think that this is me. So this ego is me, this jealousy is me, this sadness is me, this pain is me. So we associate ourselves with those things. So it takes again a lot of time, lot of effort from us to come out of them and understand we are not that failing, we are not that pain anymore. So that is when we start transcending second layer. So second initiation happens. Third initiation is with the mind. Very much powerful, much more difficult. So third initiation is when mind is impressed to such a degree that it is capable of translating the spark. So we have to align ourselves. How we can master our mind is only through meditation. Because from our thoughts only everything happens. So we have to be very careful to deal with our mind. So meditation, when we do meditation, we become masters of our mind eventually. So it doesn't happen in a single lifetime or in 10 lifetimes, 100 lifetimes. It takes so many lifetimes of effort. Because we have accumulated so much from so many incarnations. So whatever we have accumulated, we have to cleanse everything. The more the accumulation, the more time it takes for us to cleanse it. It is like the house is very dusty. It takes a lot of time to cleanse it, clean it. If it has very less dust, then it will be very quick to clean it, isn't it? Similar thing only with our minds. The more the accumulation, the more the impurities, it takes us more time to cleanse ourselves, to purify ourselves. Because the moment we start cleaning, it never ends. It keeps on accumulating the moment we start cleansing also. So that is why we feel that we are not seeing much change within ourselves. So many of the masters keeps telling us, I'm doing meditation for so long, for so many years, but nothing is changing in my life. Not much, very small improvement. Because we have accumulated that much. So it doesn't go in a single wash. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of time. We need to continuously doing it so that if not in this lifetime, at least in the next lifetime, we will be able to overcome it. So Master is telling, we need to cleanse in such a way that mind becomes very clear and it reflects our soul, not the mind. So that is when the mind becomes obedient. Mind becomes our servant. Instead of saying it as a servant, it will be at our service. That is the righteous way to tell it. It treats us as a masters. But for that, we need to give that righteous information, righteous guidance, righteous nutrition, righteous nourishment to the mind. So it is our duty, our responsibility to train all our bodies, our physical body, our emotional body, our mental body. These are the three layers. First, only after crossing these, we can move to the next spiritual levels. So the lower levels also have its own drama. Similarly, the spiritual levels also have their own drama again. So it doesn't end with lower levels. There also we have so many things to deal with. Spiritual ego comes into picture when we go to the higher levels. So the person cultivates his mind to such a refined state of matter and vibration that it realizes the spark. So we need to continuously engage ourselves with the spiritual path, spiritual activities, spiritual learnings, spiritual practices. Whatever we are learning, we have to bring that into practice. Be aware all the time, each and every moment. Being aware, being conscious, being mindful. So when we transcend the mind, we become much more pure. Our soul reflects. That is when purely our soul reflects through us. So mind stops thinking anymore. That's what Master is doing. It is not the mind that is thinking. The mind is becoming aware. Self is reflected in the waters of the mind. So that is nothing but the transfiguration. So through the mind, through the self, that is transfiguration. He can now see his true face in the mirror of the mind. So we don't need any more mirrors in the physical world. We transformed ourselves completely in such a way that we can see ourselves through our mind. Because now soul reflects through mind. We don't need the mirror anymore to make ourselves. So when a person sees his face in the mirror of the mind, he has achieved the third initiation. So he transcended the mind, transcended all the layers of the mind. So it reflects the beauty of the person, of the soul. So we all have to reflect the beauty of the soul through us. And then fourth initiation. So fourth initiation is nothing but the intuitional level. So after the mental body, intuitional body comes into picture. So intuition gets activated. So when intuition gets activated, it is not for yourself anymore. You transcended the self. Now you work for others. You'll be ready to be at service of the humanity, service of the whole beings. Because you realize that you are not here to live for yourself. And you realize that you are you are just a speck in the whole. So that is when we start dedicating ourselves in the service of others, service of the whole existence. So it is a practical application of the consciousness of the self in daily relationships. So awakening the intuitional body is for the benefit of the existence, but for the benefit of the whole, not for ourselves, masters. So if you have observed all the masters from all the ages, whoever is having all the siddhis, they never used them for themselves at any given moment. They used everything for others only, for the benefit of the society, for the benefit of the world, for the benefit of the whole humanity, not for themselves, not even once. Because there is no selfishness anymore there. You become completely selfless. So that is when the fourth initiation begins. And it takes lot of time, lot of effort to prove yourself in the service of others. When you do a great level of service, then you will be advanced to the next level, fifth initiation. So fifth initiation, nothing but you realize soul consciousness. So you transcended everything. Now you realize who you are, what you are, where you are from. And you realize your destinies, your responsibility. Now it has increased, Master is telling, his responsibilities increased 1,000-fold. So we progress in that stage for some time. And we keep continuing our service. And we keep exploring things in the farther world. Then sixth initiation happens. So Atmic plane is completed. Now you enter into the monadic plane. And further evolution will happen. You see more, not just this universe. You see many universes. You'll be able to connect with different worlds, different universes, different masters from different planets. And you learn a lot. And seventh initiation is nirvanic. You crossed the monadic plane also. So now you enter the divine state. So you explore further. We don't know what is there actually. So you explore entire cosmos. So these are the 7 levels, master, 7 initiations. So based upon our effort, based upon our striving, based upon our progress, our evolution, we attain these different initiations at different times. So this process of initiation is the path of resurrection. So this is what we have to understand, master. Resurrection is not something that raising the dead. It is a symbolic way of showcasing. So bringing anything to life is resurrection. So it's not just that the dead person's bringing back to life. You have done something beautiful, something uplifting, something amazing, something inspiring, yourself and others also. So that is also resurrection. So it is not going to the tomb and seeing the Christ as risen. That is a just symbolic way of showcasing one event. You have to see the deeper meaning of it. So Master is telling, we celebrate Easter, we celebrate all the festivals, and we go to temples, do puja, prayers, namas. So all the things, whatever we wanted to do, we'll do them. And when we come out of the temples, and we are back to our normal, we just follow the same old routines. We say that, okay, January 1st came, now I take New Year resolutions. So one day we do all the things. And from the next day onwards, again, life falls back fall back to old routine. So we need to keep checking ourselves continuously daily. It is not that only when the festivals comes. It is not that only the calendar date turns to the new year. Every day is a new day. Every day we have to celebrate. Every moment. So every moment we need to take actions towards righteous, towards the next level. So make life celebration every moment. Why only few days? So we need to keep ourselves in that resurrection path so that our life becomes celebration. We don't have to celebrate separately. Celebrate each and every moment. When we are in the resurrection path, automatically life becomes celebration. So Master is telling we can accomplish this in various ways. From the first sensation of temptation, we must resist it. So all the temptations that we are facing in our lives, physically, emotionally, mentally, so we need to look at them and understand what it is, whether it is going to help me or whether it is going to ruin me, or whether it's going to make me lazy. So we have to resist whatever that is not helping us, whatever that is not helping us to grow, to evolve, to raise, to be aware, to be mindful, to be conscious. So he must resist because he cannot resurrect himself if he is trapped. Once we start giving up on ourselves, our decline starts automatically. Everything starts with a small thing, masters. It's a small action. The more you give attention to it, the more you drag yourself down. That is what we are doing all these years, all these ages, all these lifetimes. So he must strive toward the highest sublimation at work in his relationships with his body, emotions, mind, ideas, and determination. So in each and everything, we need to put this into effort, masters. So we need to be aware, we need to be conscious, we need to be mindful. Only then we'll be able to look at what is coming through, what my mind is telling, what my body is telling, what my emotions are telling, what my feelings are telling, but what I wanted. So if the body is aligning to me, or am I aligning to the body? So is the emotion is aligning to me, or am I aligning to emotion? Is the mind aligning to me, or am I aligned to mind? So are all of us aligned to the soul or not? So we need to keep checking. We need to keep re-introspecting ourselves. Only when we are aware, when we are conscious, when we are mindful, we will be able to do this, masters. So when anything is activated in his life against resurrection, from the first moment of this awareness, a person must be on guard. So this is very, very important. We must be on guard all the time, like a watchman, like a warrior. So there is no time to rest, no time to be lazy, no time to ignore. So this is how the door of initiation and resurrection opens. We are the key to the door. We must turn ourselves and open the door. So such a beautiful explanation, such a beautiful wisdom master is giving these beautiful statements. So there is no other key. We are the key. So if you want to open the door for your consciousness, to your evolution, to your awareness, to your consciousness, you are the key to yourself. You have to open yourself. You locked yourself with your temptations, with your submission. So you want to open it, you have to raise. You have to be on guard. So master is telling. So every moment, every day we need to do this activity. Every day whenever we are waking up, whenever we are opening our eyes in the morning. Begin the day with something positive and beautiful. Make plans to finish something unfinished or plan to help someone. Then when you arrive at work, be on guard against the thousands of fires that will come to distract you. So each and every moment we should be on guard. We should plan our day. We should be positive all the time. We should be aware what is coming our way, how I am behaving, how my body is behaving, how my emotions are behaving, how I am behaving, how my mind is behaving. So it is a tireless activity for us, definitely. Only when we meditate continuously, regularly, and only when we raise our energies, only when we keep cleansing ourselves on a daily basis, and only when we feed ourselves with righteous information daily, by engaging ourselves in the spiritual path, in the spiritual knowledge, in the flow of spiritual rivers, only then we will be able to put effort to be conscious, to be aware, to be mindful each and every moment. If not every moment, at least pause for some part of the time, some moments of the time in a day, and check upon ourselves and align ourselves. And the second step in daily life is to resist any pull to identify with your bodies. So for example, if you are sick, do not say I am sick. Say my body is feeling a little crazy. So do not identify with it. So master is telling, we all have this habit. I am not feeling well. I am sick. I am tired. So master is telling. So don't associate with that. Don't identify yourself with it. Say my body is feeling sick. My body is feeling weak. My body needs some rest. So this is how we can separate ourselves from our bodies. So by applying these ideas to our daily life in a practical way, we break the identification with the bodies and take a step on the path of resurrection. And there will be a moment comes A person can say, I can't. This is the moment when one must help himself. So there will be definitely times will come. I can't take it anymore. I can't do this. Master is telling. Even in those moments, we must help ourselves because nobody is going to help us. Nobody going to sleep for us. Nobody can eat for us. Nobody can drink for us. So the things that we have to do, it is our own thing. We have to take care of them. No other way. Yeah. Traveler, my companion, as we climb to the mountain top, rid yourself of the burdens you carry on your shoulders. If we do not do this, how we can climb to the summit? So we have a summit reaching to the top level, to the seventh level initiation. So as we keep on putting upon so much weight upon our shoulders, the journey will become very much difficult. Because throughout our journey, there will be so many hardships, physical hardships, mental hardships, emotional hardships. Every now and then they come and test us. They keep come and test us because we are carrying them. So Master is telling we must put our weight down. We say it is my chair, it is my money, it is my property. I, me, my, all these things. So we are loading ourselves. We are weighing so much upon our shoulders. So if we do not learn to renounce, all that we have will be taken from us. It is not a matter of prophecy, but a matter of accountability, accounting. Our property does not belong to us, our money does not belong to us. The hierarchy will teach us the lesson that we are stuck to matter and say, come on, child, walk now. So this is how Master will train us. Almighty will train us. He will give us things, but if we are so much into it, they'll be taken away. And he will ask us, now walk. He will give us a car, and we are so much into it. So he will take the car away. He will take the money away. He will take the property away. So now he will say, come on, beta, now you have to walk. If you are not walking, next time he will say, you have to crawl better now, at least. So this is what is happening, Master. This is how we'll be trained. If we are not training ourselves, we'll be pushed to train ourselves. So our lives, whatever we are seeing, because we haven't taken righteous actions, righteous steps whenever it is needed, because of our lack of understanding, lack of knowledge, lack of guidance, righteous guidance. So we pushed ourselves into the current moment, current situations, whatever we are going through, be it the hardship or pain, suffering, depression, challenges, or any happiest moments you are having. So everything, for everything, we are only responsible masters, nobody else. So we have to train ourselves so that they will not push us. They will give us all the time we needed. So Master is telling. So Christ is not the only master who has resurrected. There were so many masters before Christ, and there were so many masters after Christ. So Christ, Krishna, Buddha, Zoroaster, all these masters, And the list goes on. The Adonis, Horus, Atyas, Bacchus, Hercules, all these masters, they all traveled this path of resurrection, masters. So master is telling, don't stick to the sentences, don't stick to the words, literally. So we all have to see the spiritual meaning behind it. So it's not just Jesus Christ who has walked the path of resurrection, who has resurrected. Every master who has attained wisdom, who has attained enlightenment, everyone traveled this resurrection path. And whoever is on the path, they are also on the path of resurrection. So this is something we have to realize, masters. Such a beautiful explanation about resurrection. And healing through approach. So master is telling, in life people always meet with various resistances. Resistance from the weather, from the psychic elements like thoughts, emotions, vibrations. So many resistances will be having because of so many temptations or so many things, whatever it is. So master is telling, we approach the Almighty with our heart to come out of these temptations. So the main obstacle in harm is harmfulness. We hurt others. Whenever we hurt someone, their feelings, their body, mind, spirit, evolution, we create a barrier in our soul. So this is our first obstacle. So we don't realize this, but we are getting affected in all ways whenever we hurt somebody else, knowingly or unknowingly. And second obstacle is not forgiving others when they hurt us. When we are wounded, any intentions, directions, inspirations coming from the soul are distorted. A hurt feeling is a wound in the aura and in the soul. So this is also we do. When somebody hurt us, somebody gave us pain, somebody gave us trouble, challenges, we treat them as separate, as enemies, as not anymore our friends, even the family members sometimes. Because we can't take it. Because we see that they are hurting us. But it is the truth behind it is we attracted those hurtful moments through them, but not them. They are not hurting us, but through them it is coming to us. Because life reflects what we are. So life is giving each and every moment, each and every time. It will show us through experiences only what we are and telling us this is what you are. You are feeling hurtful means you have given hurtful things to others. Can you see how hurting it is now? Is what the experience is telling us. But we don't take it that way. We can't even imagine or we can't even understand it. The perception of the experience, what it is trying to tell us, what life is trying to tell us. Because we don't have that understanding, that lack of understanding, knowledge, wisdom. So master is telling the technique, the exercise we need to keep practicing in our day-to-day lives. Begin by apologizing for any wrongs you have committed and your accumulated negativity in your subconscious and aura. You approach divinity, love, light, power. You approach the beauty that is within you and without you. So we must apologize for every wrong that we have committed and all the accumulated negativity that we have in us from not just this lifetime, from all our previous lifetimes. So we have to apologize for all those things. Whether it is knowingly done or unknowingly done, it doesn't matter. A mistake is a mistake. A wrong thing is a wrong thing. So we should apologize for all our wrong things and all our negativity we have within us. And we should ask for forgiveness, and we should ask the divinity to show us some light, some love, some grace, some kindness to come out of those things. We should ask to give us the ability to see the beauty within us and around us. So, with all my heart, I forgive every person who has hurt me with his thoughts, words, deeds. May the blessings of my heart reach him. So, we should convey, we should uh, send our blessings to the people who hurt us. So, with all the heart, we have to forgive them. So, forgiveness we already learned, right? Forgiveness is not for them, for us, so that we can be free of it. We can be peaceful. We can make our lives better. We can focus upon making our lives better towards something grateful, something beautiful, something wonderful, something peaceful. And I feel deeply sorry for those I have hurt with my thoughts, words, deeds. May the divine blessings heal them, enlighten them, lead them. And we should ask for forgiveness. We should ask for sorry to the ones whom we have hurt with our thoughts, feelings, emotions. So it's not just human beings. Everything, masters. We are hurting so much around us, all the beings and the nature as well, all the environment, all the nature that is being disturbed because of us, are destroyed because of us. So we should apologize. We should ask for forgiveness. So many times I have hurt my mind, my heart, my body. I realize my errors and failures. Give me the strength not to repeat my errors. And so many times we underestimate ourselves and we hurt ourselves by word, by mind, by heart, and we mistreat us so much, so much. We criticize ourselves and we criticize others also. So we have to be realizing these mistakes within us, whatever we are doing, and we should forgive ourselves. We should ask for forgiveness. All our bodies. If you have treated your body wrongly, you haven't given it enough nourishment, enough food, enough strength, enough guidance. You made it lazy. Your feelings, your emotions, you allowed them to drift away from the light into the darkness, into the depression, into the suffering, into the misery. So it is you who has allowed it. And your mind, you don't have the control over your thoughts. Those are disturbing you a lot, bombarding you. But it is not the mind that has caused this situation. It is you who allowed the mind to dump so much into you because we didn't give it the rightest direction. We didn't nourish it properly. We didn't give it rightest knowledge, rightest information. We didn't teach it the rightest way of looking at things, rightest way of understanding things. So we have a pet dog, we give it all the training, isn't it? We have the kids, we train them to be in the better way, right? Similarly, all these bodies are like our children. We have to parent them. But if I have to parent them, first of all, we should be having the rightest parenting understanding. So parenting is again spiritual knowledge, spiritual activity. It's not physical activity. We should be having a righteous spiritual understanding, righteous spiritual consciousness, awareness. Only then we can have righteous parenting. So we have to convey our apologize, our acknowledgement to our bodies also, because they deserve it. They are serving us. All the bodies are here to serve as masters. Not only the mind, our feelings, our emotional body, our physical body, our intuitional body. So all these bodies are there to serve us only, not to rule over us, not to take control over us. But we are training them such a way that they take control over us. So we have to establish that righteous communication with all our bodies, our physical body, our emotional body, mental body. So first, these three layers are important because these are the three lower layers. We are stuck with them itself, so we can't even understand the other layers, other bodies. Forget about other bodies. We have to focus on these three first. We are very much impacted because of these. The other bodies are just idle now because we are stuck here itself. So the other bodies can't do anything at all. They are just waiting for our awareness, for our raise, for our vibrations. They are just waiting for call from us. Only when we raise, when we raise, when we evolve, we can touch them, we can call them, and we can take their help, and they can be at our service. So we have to establish the righteous communication with all our bodies. If some part of the body is paining, giving some so much pain or so much illness, we have to talk to that particular part. We have to talk to the each and every cell of the body. We need to establish that communication because it listens to us. Each and every cell listens to us. They are giving us pain, they are giving us illness because we are not giving the attention that they needed. At least now, can you look at me? Can you give me some attention? Can you give me some focus, some energy? I'm dying here. That's what the pain is telling. That's what the body parts are telling. That's what the illness is telling. You ignored me. You avoided me so long. You stopped taking care of me. At least now, can you please put attention? Take care of me. I'm at your service. So that's what our bodies are telling us, masters. And give me the light not to hurt others. Give me the wisdom to stay in harmony with you. Let me not put faith in possessions, knowledge, power, but only in the divine, only in the soul. Let your creative energies inspire and impress me. And be grateful for all the things. Gratitude. It is very, very, very important, masters. Whatever we are having in our lives, whatever it is, you are in a very good position or we are in a very worst situation, very worst experience you are going through. Still, we should be grateful for whatever we are having. We should be grateful for the worst experiences, for all the pain, all the suffering, all the illnesses, all the diseases. Because of our ignorance, because of our lack of understanding, they are all suffering. They are all going through so much. Because body will do everything that it can do to protect us, to make us healthy. But when it is going out of its hands, out of the hands of the cells, all the cells of our body, that is when it gives us all these symptoms, all these diseases. So it's not the bodies that are misleading us, masters, are giving us pain. Our life is not giving us any pain. Everything we are creating with our own agnan. Unless otherwise we feed ourselves with the righteous gnan, righteous understanding, righteous knowledge, righteous wisdom, we cannot make all our bodies healthy, happy, and energetic. So that is why it is very important. You create harmony with yourself, with God, with the whole, with others, with all the beings. If you do not clear the records before beginning a new enterprise, you will make mistakes. You will be hurt, misled, exploited. So unless otherwise we keep nourishing ourselves, we can't be in a righteous way. We can't move in the righteous direction. So every time, every moment, it is a continuous activity, endless activity, masters. Sorry, masters, I am taking a long time. Just this is the last slide. So when you clear away the obstacles and hindrances that you created between yourself and the creative forces of nature, you tune yourself just as you would tune your musical instrument. So whenever we are learning any instrument, we tune it properly so that a beautiful music comes out of it. Similarly, we have to tune ourselves every moment, every day, in all aspects, not just one aspect. So when we clean these things in our mind, in our heart, we see the world differently. The creative forces of nature work with us instead of working against us. Now, actually, nothing is working against us. We are only working against everything because of our lack of understanding. So approach is simple. We approach the divine presence all the time. So masters, sorry for taking long today. We can pause the session here today. We can continue our discussion tomorrow. Thank you all, masters. Just 2 more days to go. Hope you're all getting something out of these sessions. So if you have anything to ask, anything to share, you can share, masters. Thank you all. Thank you, masters, for your wonderful messages. Yeah.
I say that, hello, now I think that I'm understanding it, because when I started the class, nothing was going through my head, I was totally blank. But now today I felt every bits of thing I can understand. And I'm so happy. Thank you, really very thankful that it's my Guruji's teaching. Now he was saying how to heal your body, and I wasn't, I was saying, how can I say to my body? But now when you are saying all things, I thought my Guruji is speaking, telling me. And so thank you very much from
Thank
my
you very
heart.
much, man. Yeah. It's lovely to hear experience. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a lovely feeling. Thank you.
Thank you all, masters, for your wonderful, lovely messages. We are all really grateful to all the masters, and especially Taco Master. Really, such a beautiful explanation, such a beautiful wisdom Master has shared all of us. And really, this understanding of karma is very, very important for everyone, so that we can make our lives better and we can take steps to move further into the right direction in our lives. Okay, masters. Thank you all once again. Happy night, all of you. We will connect tomorrow again.
Happy and Shubhratri.
Shubhratri, yes. Good night.
Thank you.
To everyone.
Dhanyavad. Shubhratri. Dhanyavad.
Dhanyavad.
Shubhratri.